Hello everybody and welcome to a Holly Talk. It's like a TED Talk, but without the fancy budget. So my name is Holly and I am the founder of SEP Foundations and Circus Strong CIC, both of which are social ventures, and Circus Strong is a not-for-profit. So today we're going to be talking about 5 ways that you can be an ally to your LGBT colleagues, because the great thing about modern society is more and more of our LGBT colleagues feel more comfortable coming out in the workplace and actually being themselves. So, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing that we need to nurture and we need to encourage and support. So, as a transgender woman who's come out in the workplace, because before I was doing all this, I was actually a project manager in the corporate world for 10 years, working for a large corporation. So I kind of want to share my wisdom on some of the good things that I've seen, some of the bad things that I've seen, to kind of help you as either a business owner or a colleague or just a professional, help you be more supportive. So let's get into it. The number one thing, the absolute number one thing, never ever 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 assume their pronoun. Okay, now the amount of times that I get called he, I don't have the number of fingers to count just for one day. So if you're unsure, nobody will ever be offended if you say, I'm not sure what your pronoun is, can you please just tell me, rather than you being a bull in a china shop and just raging, okay, manly boys, I'm going to use he. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, please just ask. Honestly, if you ask, it's the best thing you can do. My second tip is focus on the value of their work, okay? Because unfortunately I've seen this too many times, especially with trans colleagues. Just because they're changing their gender or they have a different sexuality, it doesn't mean that the quality of their work is all of a sudden going to go downhill. If they've been doing a good job for 10 years, why are they all of a sudden going to stop doing a good job now? They're not, okay? They're not. So, please, 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 just regardless of what they're going through, always try and remember the value of their work. If they have been doing great work for 10 years, then that's what matters. Not so much the fact that they change sexuality or gender. So don't ever think any less of anybody because of they're changing their gender or sexuality. Please just always focus on their work. They're good at their job. They're good at their job. It doesn't matter who they like to kiss in their spare time or what they like to wear. Okay, please just focus on the value of their work. Okay. Number 3, so this one's a little bit tricky. I call it gauging their appetite for celebration. Now, when your colleagues come out as gay, transgender, non-binary, queer, whatever, it's a great thing. And some people want to celebrate that and make a big deal out of it, but the person who's come out may not. So what you need to do is work out how much of a celebration they want. If they don't want a big celebration, then don't put one on, because it's going to make them feel uncomfortable. Some people just want to literally slip in and just carry on with no change. Okay, so just have a chat with them, or just maybe have somebody in the team just have a chat and basically say, how do you want to handle this? Is it okay if we bring some cakes in when you come back on Monday, or would you rather that we didn't? Just have that chat with them and just try and be kind of clear on how they want to proceed, because it's not about you, it's about them. Sorry to say it, but it's true. Okay, so just take that minute to gauge their appetite for a celebration. Number 4 is a really important one to me, because it's one that has offended me many a times. Okay, don't go asking personal questions. Now, what I mean is, especially with transgender people, one of the most common things that people think is okay to ask, but really isn't, is, are you going to have an operation? That is none of your business at all. Okay, you have no right to be asking that question, because it's like me saying to you, how big is your willy, or how big is your boobs? If I did that, you would march straight into HR and file a sexual harassment complaint. But by asking that question, you just done the exact same thing to me and violated my privacy. If I want to tell you, I will tell you. But you need to let them decide how much they're comfortable sharing. Do not go sort of invading their privacy all of a sudden thinking it's okay to ask questions like that. It really isn't. Let them tell you what they want to tell you. Let them lead the conversation basically. Don't try and push it. And even if your intentions are good, just let them take the lead. They know how much they're comfortable sharing. They will tell you what they feel comfortable sharing, okay? Number 5, and this is something that I don't really see in workplaces, but I think is going to be quite beneficial. The fifth thing is really just have a designated safe space. Have that space where, say, if somebody's just come out and they just need a sort of 10 minutes in the day to be themselves, and they're not going to be interrupted by work colleagues, then that can make a big difference to not just their mind, but their productivity, and you'll get more out of people that way. Now, a safe space is different to like a general chill out area, because a safe space should be somewhere that you can go without being interrupted. So, the canteen is not a safe space because people can come in and out as much as they want. So I absolutely wouldn't recommend that as a safe space. If there's somewhere in the office or the building that can literally be just cut off and nobody can go in it when somebody's in it, then that is a great thing. Because like I say, if you can give them that breathing space, then their head's going to be better, and then they can be more focused and more productive. So, this is my first ever attempt at doing this, okay? I'm not quite Steven Spielberg yet, so please be kind. But if you have found this informative and you found this useful, please leave a comment. Share this stuff, maybe to a work colleague or a business owner that might find it useful. And most importantly, well, not most importantly, but if you get a chance, please do head over to SP Foundations and have a look at the workshops and training that I offer, because I am trying to make a difference in the world. So if you can check out the services offer as well, that would be great. But yeah, have a great day. Bye.